Welcome to the podcast.
Today we're going to be running. Woo!
Yes. Okay, so today's episode is brought to you by the YMCA Park. So let's see. We can be comparable to...
Yeah, we wanted to talk about
famous runners.
Yeah, famous runners. So we got the obvious Usain Bolt the dog from that movie. Great movie. Oh yeah,
Disney movie, of course.
We got Quicksilver. Love Quicksilver.
Oh, The Flash.
The Flash. Quicksilver's brother.
Oh, yeah, you know.
There's no other famous runners, to be honest. I think that's it.
Let us know in the comments.
Did you see? Okay, Usain Bolt posted on his Instagram a picture of him like winning a race by like kind of a little bit, and he said #social distancing, and I was like, oh, but it's like he can because he's Usain Bolt.
So we're gonna start out with our warm-up lap.
Yeah, we're gonna start running out.
Yeah, and then we'll be back to discuss our first topic.
No, we should do it while we're running.
No, we're not.
Yes. All right.
So Emma decided to start talking while we're running, so we're gonna see how this works.
I want this to be authentic. I'm gonna be tired so fast. Kayla's got longer legs than me.
Oh, stop.
She's like sprinting already. Kayla, you gotta pace yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, we're gonna talk about first. Kayla's paint by numbers.
Emma wants to do an update.
I want to do an update because I still am very passionate about this. It's exactly the same. No progress has been made. I've actually finished 2 paintings.
Oh my gosh.
She's finished none.
See, Emma has like 2 classes and I have 4. So I think that's non-comparable to
you watch like 800 Noelle live streams?
Oh my gosh!
So you cannot even say you don't have time.
Hours and hours of Noelle Miller footage at my fingertips.
Watch their podcast and they're talking about the girl who was like, oh, why don't you just give me $20? It's just $20.
Oh no, yeah, okay. She is so annoying. Like, literally every time I watch that whole clip, so bad. Okay.
I'm already tired. We haven't even done a full circle yet.
Oh yeah. So Emma wants to talk about high-level Tetris.
Yeah, I want to talk about high-level Tetris. It's like kind of self-explanatory. It's just normal Tetris, but like with people who are good at it.
Doggo.
There's a cute doggy. And I can't even think.
Oh yeah, it's like people who play Tetris but are like pro at it.
And it's so satisfying because they're just like, they hit it perfectly in all the spots. It's like boom, boom, boom. Oh my god. We did our warm-up lap.
Water break. Let's go.
A little warm-up lap there. It was great.
So as we take this water break, that footage of us just running. Audio. It could have probably been complete garbage. But you know what? We're here for new experiences.
I cannot wait to edit this and hear us just going.
I
just spilled water on myself. Out of my trachea. With a giant dent in it.
Yeah, that's dented.
It got attacked by a field hockey ball. And it will never be the same. But I use it anyways. But when it gets really cold, like all the precipitation, I don't know, it like spills out of the part where there's the dent.
Oh. Ooh.
It's just not great anymore, but it's not bad. So
I'm sorry for all the cross-country people who think that we're probably wimps, but you know what? I don't care.
Yeah, I've been doing a solid 24 hours a day of laying.
And you know what? Oh, that's such a cute dog. Anyways.
Yeah, so many cute dogs are here right now. Normally there's like a lot more, but you know. Oi, mate.
Oh no.
Can we finish about the Tetris thing? Because I think I just got winded and I couldn't do it anymore.
That's true. You got your thoughts back.
Tetris, the high-level Tetris is so impressive, and you just see people.
And satisfying.
It's so satisfying. It's kind of comparable to if you've gone on Instagram and seen the little marble races.
Oh.
Those are so fun to watch too.
Yeah, she told me about marble races, and I just thought of people like designing special marbles to like run a full course. Even though there's probably no skill in it at all. It's just dropping a marble and seeing if it can finish.
Well, I looked it up, like, to see if there was strategy, and it said, like, the consensus is generally no, but there was some people who made, like, special slick marbles or marbles that were lighter or heavier, and I was sitting there thinking, first off, how do you make a marble?
There's
Second off,
just a
how do you
guy-
make a special marble?
Yeah, there's just a guy in his garage trying to perfect the perfect marble. Also, we sound like we're in a garbage truck because there's so many cars. Okay, so we just went over the footage, or oh my gosh, I keep calling it footage. Okay.
We just went over the footage.
Yeah, the
We're
footage.
in the editing bay.
Yeah. I went over the audio, and why does it sound kind of good?
Yeah,
the guys
doesn't-
are running.
It sounds kind of like
We're pro athletes.
yeah, you can definitely hear me like wheezing a little bit more than Kayla, but
Yeah, you know, I like had asthma and
you had asthma?
Asthma. Eczema.
That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, dragonfly. Anyway, so survival shows. That's what Emma wants to talk about. And I don't know. Oh, the dude with the spy tower or whatever.
Oh my gosh, so on Survivor this season is like all the pros who have won before. And my favorite person is Tony. And he on the first season that he played, he made this thing called the Spy Shack. And he would like hide and like listen to everyone's conversation so he knew everything that was going on. And then this new season, he's like, I gotta make a new one. And he's in a tree and he calls it the spy nest. And it's so great because you can just see his little eyes peeking out of the tree. And
Yeah.
just no one notices him.
I just imagined like him as a little bird, and he's like spying on everyone.
That's what Twitter is.
Oh, I mean, actually, you can't diss my girl Twitter. Twitter is it's a great source of information.
I think it's for influencers and old people. Oh,
Actually-
another survival thing was the guy who like caught the stingray and he just like cut the flaps off. And it made me so sad. But it was dead. Don't worry, it was dead. But still,
He wasn't wasting it though.
Poor stingray! The circle of life.
Naked and Afraid.
Yeah, Naked and Afraid.
Continuing our survival talk.
Naked and Afraid is an amazing show. Some cinematic genius, even though it's not a movie. Can you still call a TV show cinematic? I think so.
Sometimes it's scary though.
Naked and Afraid?
Yeah, they'll literally be dying after like 5 days. And I'm like, they're just...
Wait, has someone ever died? Like actually died?
No, but some people have been like hospitalized after.
No way.
Yeah.
I would straight kill it on Naked and Afraid. I'd bring duct tape for sure. Because everyone
That's your one item?
Yeah, because everyone always brings a knife, right? So that would be the item that I'd bring. But if someone else is gonna bring a knife, why would I bring a knife? Duct tape. You can make a bowl for water. You can make shoes. You can make little like nip covers.
Dude, but what about like a fire starter or like, you know,
A fire starter has one use. Duct tape, billions. Duct tape hammock. Duct tape.
you only get one roll though.
Duct tape visor.
You only get one
What if I
roll
bring
though.
a 3-pack from Costco?
It's one item.
That is one item. If Costco sells it as one item, it's one item.
You're like, it's a bundle. I don't know what to do.
You want me to open it and take
Yeah.
one out? No. I think that's an interesting concept. It's just like putting two people who are naked in the wilderness. Wait, my shoes untied.
Oh no.
So this podcast is brought to you by my boyfriend William Dory, who's a jerk and decided that we should run for a podcast.
Yes.
He is so freaking athletic, and if he was doing this, he would be like, it would be a breeze,
Yeah, no.
no problemo.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm dropping dead 5 seconds from now.
5 seconds? All right. Well, no.
Don't count because I'll do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Yeah, she just collapsed. Turned into a fast walk podcast.
No, it turned into a jog cast. Oh, I forgot that
Jogcast.
it's a park cast.
Podcast, yeah.
Kayla named it Parkcast because she's a freaking genius.
And it doesn't matter like what we do because it's just we're at a park. So, you know.
Yeah, we're parking it up. Quick little park.
Parking it up.
What?
Do a little park.
We go,
Park. Red light.
Oh.
Green light.
Kayla, stop it.
Sorry, red light. Yellow light. Oh gosh, we're done.
Oh yeah, Kayla was gonna say her near-death experience.
But pretty much when I was younger, I was like with some friends, we were just boogieing it up, boogie boards. And the rip current, was kind of going heavy. So we were just getting dragged out. But we were right by the jetty. So a group of these little elderly men were like, hey, climb up on the rocks, it's fine, let's go. So we started climbing up as the waves started to, crash, and I felt like I was gonna fall off. And finally got up, and I got battle scars. A gash on my thigh, some scratches. It was a war with the ocean. You know what? I came out of it alive.
Kayla's near-death experience, shark attack, they're basically on the same level.
Yeah, exactly. There was also a shark in the water.
No way, man.
Yeah, it turned into Jaws.
No.
This movie. Actually,
wait, I thought there was only one.
No, there's 3 of them.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
This whole time. I didn't even know.
You watch the other 2.
A great movie to watch nowadays is Deadpool.
Oh.
Or Deadpool 2. Or both.
This is so old.
No, it's not. Hey, if it's good, it doesn't get old. It gets vintage.
It's vintage.
Yeah. I love Deadpool so much because I have a fatty crush on Ryan Reynolds. I think that half of his movies are definitely winners.
Yeah. They're winners.
He's done some failures of movies. Not gonna lie, like 6 Underground, didn't like it.
I haven't seen that.
You don't need to.
You skip over that one, it's fine.
But Deadpool is a great movie. Honestly, my mom got really mad at me when I watched it the first time because she forbade me.
You're like, so what, Mom?
Yeah, and then we finished the movie. She got really mad at me, but then she couldn't stop me from watching the second one because,
you already saw it.
Rude. Yeah, and she knows how much I love Ryan Reynolds, so that would just be...
The damage was already done.
We're gonna take a moonwalk break right now. Kayla, please moonwalk.
Emma is learning how to moonwalk. She's like my apprentice in moonwalking school.
I'm awful at moonwalking.
But, I learned. I, watched numerous videos. I watched...
No, she listened to Drake's song.
Yeah.
That's all she did.
I listened to Drake's Tootsie Slide.
I was about to say that moonwalking's hard, but I'm just terrible at dancing.
You have your moments. You have good dancing moments.
No, I'm just insane. And I just go off. I have fun dancing.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean I'm good.
No, you just gotta have some staple moves that you're ready to bust out.
Like the grocery shopping one, where you're pushing the cart.
Oh,
and you got things that you put in.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just decided that we've done a sufficient amount of running for the time being. Maybe we'll do sprints in a little bit, because we said we'd do that. Let me just say that I run in the mornings, and I haven't run in 2 days because I'm a slacker, and I'm so sorry about it. But I'm making up for it because we ran 2 marathons right now.
Exactly.
So, all right, Kayla is now sprinting to the tree. She is sprinting as fast as humanly possible. I've never seen anyone go faster in my entire life. It's kind of awkward doing a podcast by myself, but it's also kind of fun. I think we're gonna alternate, so while I talk, she'll sprint, and while she talks, I sprint. Oh! She just threw it back when she got to the tree. Mad respect. She's on her way back now, and when she is sufficiently out of breath, she's gonna tell y'all a nice little story, and we're gonna enjoy that-ish to the fullest. Oh, and Kayla finishes the sprint. She comes in for the victory walk. Oh, little moonwalk.
All right, so what I was gonna say is okay, so
she's a little out of breath.
Last night I went to the bathroom and, you know, I was just chilling, playing Tooth Blast, watching YouTube, you know, as I do. And all of a sudden, the lights go out. Emma's sprinting right now. So the lights go out. I'm like, what? I'm in like horror movie level. It's crazy, to be honest. And then all of a sudden, I was like, oh my gosh, this is how I know this is the end. And then I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I turned on my flashlight right away. I was like, this is not gonna happen to me. Actually, the story doesn't do it justice, but let me just oh my gosh, Emma just did a somersault. But let me just tell you, I was fearful. I was like, oh, this is the end. Oh, I'm gonna try to do a cartwheel. We're actually gonna do acro yoga, but yeah, it was really a fun time. But
I'm breathing.
But then shortly after that, the power went on, and all of a sudden, like, everything just turned on. Like, my lights, my Alexa was like, what are you doing? My alarm clock was like, burr, burr, and then yeah, it was not a fun time at 1 a.m.
She's doing a different sprint. All right, well, she's sprinting. Oh, she's getting in stance. It's about to be good. She honked on the takeoff. I want to talk about right now, I'm wearing a Camp Half-Blood t-shirt. If you know where that's from, I'm going to tell you. If you don't right now, because I'm just that nice. It was from Percy Jackson, and I needed this shirt in 5th grade more than anything in the world. I was very excited to get it, and there's no regrets because apparently I've been wearing it since 5th grade. Also, when I fell earlier, my knee is now bleeding, and I'm gonna say it's because Kayla pushed me, because she's a bad person. Oh, and Kayla's back, and she did a much better cartwheel than I did. Not by much, though. Kayla's gonna talk about the Lego movie.
No, I'm not.
Kayla, talk about things. I'm gonna go do sprint.
All right. So what we're not gonna talk about is the Lego movie.
Why not? You gotta count me down.
Da 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 da. Let's see. What's some fun things that I've been doing? Just doing some homework. You know, some nice exercise on this fine day. Emma just put up her hands. Now she's running back. You know, she's about to finish. No, never mind. She's about to go to the finish line. She's coming up. Oh my gosh, it's like slow-mo action right now. Coming in. Oh, shut up, let's go. She said she's tired. There's a bee right there. No,
Stop.
Do you like this structured workout?
It's so fun. I'm having such a good time.
All right, now we got to do a backflip push-ups.
Backflip burpees. Isn't it cool you can see the moon right now?
Yeah.
And the sun?
Yeah.
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh, God.
Hear Emma's breath.
Hey, guys, I saw a TikTok of these people feeding a squirrel to get it to go into their house, and I really want to do it, but I don't think I've ever seen a squirrel near my house. Hey, fun fact about Michaela, she is actually the reason why the waves are blue. Oh. Because the other day she went in the ocean and she peed, and then the waves just all turned blue. It was wild. I was thinking that, you know, when you sit kids on like a grass, when they're like on the grass when they're doing PE or when you're gonna talk to them or something in school, I was thinking that if your school didn't want to hire landscapers, they could just get a bunch of kids and sit them down, because they always like even us, this is what we're doing right now, we're picking out the grass. So I'm just saying, if you don't want to hire gardeners, just put a bunch of little kids, or us,
No,
or anyone, literally
that's
anyone
true.
does it.
I feel like if you're listening to just anything, like you're kind of just mindlessly listening or something, your first instinct is, if you're sitting, to just pick out the grass.
My favorite type of plant in the entire universe are dandelions, because they're just so much fun to
But actually, you know that dandelions, whenever they like come up, they're actually weeds.
Yeah, I know they're weeds, and they're also the most genius weeds in the world because
they get picked. Anyways.
Well, yeah, because they get picked, not because of that, but like when they get picked and you like blow the little dandelion flowers to make a wish, you're spreading the weeds.
Yeah, I know.
Which is like the most genius thing that plant could do. Okay, the thing that I want to talk about is the Hannah Montana movie, because I watched it yesterday, and there's so many issues with the idea of Hannah Montana. First off, Hannah Montana always calls Billy Ray Cyrus her dad. And I'm like, if you know Billy Ray Cyrus is Hannah Montana's dad, then you're not going to be sus that Billy Ray Cyrus has one daughter named Miley Cyrus and no daughter named Hannah Montana. Second, I wish Hannah Montana had a more elaborate disguise, because her hair is just, her only disguise is making her hair blonde.
You know, I feel like if they wanted to make it more elaborate, they would have like put some prosthetics on her, something like, you
a
know,
mustache
to make her, you know, whenever she'd perform, just to be like, because she's a character. Like that's basically what it is. So
Yeah.
like make her.
She could be like
different.
Sia.
Oh yeah, but actually no, I didn't know what Sia looked like for the longest time until she has like a picture of herself.
Her original albums have her face on them, so I was like, what's the point of her hiding her face? Because her album covers from her first albums literally have her face on them. And I love Sia's music, and I listened to her a lot in 6th grade, and it really helped me express my emo vibes. Because those are some intense songs.
Yeah.
Like, they're not just emo songs, they're about like kidnapping and murder and abusive relationships and rape and stuff.
I think what helped me go through my emo vibes is Panic at the Disco and Blink-182.
Yes.
And what else? Oh, MCR, of course.
Whenever someone says
bee that's coming towards you,
I'm not scared of bees.
it's like 2 little bees
I don't even. Oh, I see them.
just hanging out.
Yeah, I'm not scared of those. Whenever I hear Blink-182, I immediately think of Foo Fighters. So I low-key have an obsession, but I found my little green iPod Shuffle like a month ago.
Oh, that's right.
And I've been using it nonstop, and it's loaded with just some great songs.
For some reason, every time I think of like a little iPod Shuffle like that, I think of like really old Rihanna songs, or like Beyonce for some reason.
I almost lost it the other day when I went into my house. You know, I said I thought I lost it. So my brother came in like 2 days later, mind you. 2 days later, he comes in with the iPod and he's like, I just found this like outside. And I was like, no way.
Outside.
It was outside for 2 days. And the next day, I think it rained. And I was like, thank goodness. I would have been so upset if my poor little green iPod Shuffle just got murdered.
Wait, was it just like on your lawn?
Yeah, it was on my lawn. But it's green. So I would have never found it.
True.
But apparently my brother just picked it up and was like, huh.
What's this artifact doing here?
So sad. What about Austin and Allie? Austin can't write. That's the whole premise of the show. Allie writes songs, but Allie has stage fright.
That's
I'm like, enough. But
true.
Allie has stage fright. So what are they gonna do? She writes the songs, he performs them.
maybe they wrote that kids show to talk about ghostwriters.
Oh my gosh, true.
Ghostwriters for a different. I mean,
For Rice Gum.
Oh.
Okay, honestly, he fell off. He's so gone right now.
I don't know. I never really dabbled into.
You didn't dabble into Rice Gum?
I may have dabbled whenever the Alyssa Violet, what was it?
Yeah,
The
Alyssa Violet used to be your
track.
chick.
Okay.
Now she's in the Logan, and you know she's on my team. In photo, we started singing the Logan Paul songs, and then we just could.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna deny it. Like, I can sing Logan Paul songs.
Like his newer videos, I like clicked on one of his newer videos.
But you can't finish your paint by numbers.
Oh my. Okay, let me finish my story.
Uh-huh.
So, clicked on one of his newer videos, and I went into the comments, and a lot of people were like, why do I like him now? Or like, you know, it was like comments like that where they're like, oh, you know, why is he like kind of good now and all this stuff. And then like he had like a few days later, I was like, oh, okay, I mean, that's cool. A few days later, I see that he like was selling masks or whatever for free, and then like but whenever you go to check out, they were like $15 or like $20.
Oh, like for shipping?
Yeah, for shipping, but really like you were also paying for it.
That is my least favorite form of advertising, because I always, like, I know when I see the ad where it says free, I know that you're gonna have to pay for shipping.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it just makes me sad, because I'm like, I could have a new pair of sunglasses from China right now, but I don't, because I don't have the $5 for shipping.
But it doesn't matter, because you just step on them. You step on your pair of sunglasses or sit on them.
Stop it, Kayla. I've ruined all my favorite pairs of sunglasses.
Do you only have like one pair? That's it?
Yeah, I only have one pair that's safe, and it's
That's
because
funny.
it's $1.50 pair, so my butt knows not to sit on it. Because, oh no, don't ruin the $1.50 pair of sunglasses, ruin the $30 pair or the $20 pair.
Yes.
Ruin the pair that you found and loved, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just step right on those bad boys. I can't. Same with, like, I wear a lot of rings, but I try not to wear, I usually wear cheap rings because, they could probably still hear me.
Yeah, I know, but
I try to wear cheap rings because my mom has given me quite a few rings, and I just have like some expensive rings, and I feel like I always lose my expensive rings, but the cheap rings I will have forever.
yeah.
And it's really annoying to me, so any expensive ring I have, I just keep it like hidden away. Just not even for the fact of like, I think all the time, just because I'm super forgetful, that if I was rich, I'd be living a great life, because I could just lose things all the time and it wouldn't matter because I could just get a new one. Or like I could lose an expensive ring and it wouldn't matter as much because I could just replace it.
You know, we just have to find Kim Kardashian's diamond earring in the
ocean. Oh my gosh,
we have to go free diving for like, I say we set aside 3 weeks. We go free diving for Kim K's diamond earring, and once we get that,
Please.
Fat Millie right there. Like if you really like do well with your money.
Yeah, you can invest in our podcast.
Yeah, we're still looking for sponsors.
What if we got like a MeUndies sponsorship? Wow.
I'm gonna contact David and be like, hey,
SeatGeek sponsorship.
did you see that Ilya moved in?
Yeah.
To there? I saw that.
I thought they were gonna get a new dog because
I did
because
too.
the Instagram story, he was like, oh, ever since Iron Man left,
Yeah.
we've been so sad, so we're gonna get a new permanent roommate. And so I was like, oh, sick, they're gonna get a new dog, like, for reals. And Ilya came and I was like, oh, this is great.
I know. It was, honestly, when I saw the post, I was like, wait, that's kind of cute. And then the caption, he's like slowly getting all of my like hometown friends. I was like, oh, that's kind of cute.
So when I eventually move to the secluded Alps, you guys all have to come with.
Yeah, of course.
So.
We'll have like we'll have like cabins. Our own little cabins in the Alps.
Imagine if we just had our own, like, our friends all had our own city. Like, we had a grocery store,
That'd be
we
kinda
had
sick.
a gas station, we had a Disneyland.
That's like what's the thing
Like a cult.
that you were no. Perfect
We
segue.
started our own cult.
No, God, no, that's not the segue. Last night, I stumbled upon this TV show called Deadly Cult.
What a creative name.
I know, what a really creative name. And pretty much, so the basic story is that it was ran by this one dude called, his name was
Derek.
James Ray or something like that. He was like a motivational speaker, like businessman, and pretty much he would hold these like workshop self-help, like, you know, kind of talks or whatever, and he would hold them in different cities, and pretty much people would like follow him. He had this hierarchy, like pyramid thing,
Pyramid schemes.
pyramid scheme. So you had to go through each tier. So pretty much the first one, and they were all like little trips that you would go on, and yeah, so the first one, like, you would go
to the zoo.
It was like a 2-day little like weekend thing. So the activities that they were describing, they would like put their hands in like rattlesnakes and like swing from mountains. So they would have to climb this tier, and the top was called Spiritual Warrior, and you had to go through every single tier in order to get to that one, and that was a week trip. So they all went out in like Sedona, Arizona, like the middle of
so hot.
the middle of nowhere, And they pretty much, so some of the things that they would do, they would like, you know, they were all in this little camp, and they were like, the women were like pressured to like shave all their hair off, and like, yeah, it was, no, I know you would. And you'd be like, shave your head off, all right, fine.
Shave your head off?
Shave your hair off.
Ignore it.
So they would go through all these different things like throughout the week, and the very last day they had to go in through this sweat lodge. It was this like little cave that they were in. Well, he said it was inspired by like Native American kind of like, traditions, where they would go in these sweat lodges, and there'd be like
little hut things.
Yeah, the hut. And they would go, there was like coals in the middle, and it would like feel almost to like release toxins and stuff like that. Like you're literally just sweating in this like little enclosure. Like it was it was really small. There's probably like 20 people in there.
Whoa.
Yeah, and they were like also fasting, so they didn't have food. They were gonna have heat stroke in this thing, and they closed it so that like you literally couldn't get out. And they were like, oh, it's interesting that this leader, James Wright, he left, like he didn't even do the sweat lodge with them.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And it was just, honestly, this whole thing was just wild.
Exactly.
And there were 3 people who died, and like they couldn't get
died?
out.
Oh,
yeah, there was
that's
3
awful.
people. But that's probably the one part of this podcast that you could learn something from.
I've been watching the infographic
honestly,
show, and I've been learning a lot of stories.
Well, just like about what? Just
here's one. So there's this dude, and they were in a submarine. No, they were in a boat. That's a different one. I've watched way too many infographic shows recently. So they were in a boat, and the boat capsized. There was this one cook who was stuck at the bottom of the boat, but he had an air pocket, and so he made this. There was a mattress in the spot where he was in, and he floated on the mattress so he wouldn't get hypothermia. But he was like, so half of his body was above on the mattress, and the other half of his body was underneath the water.
Ooh.
And he was there for 3 days, and I think on the third day, the second day, the divers came down, and they knocked on the boat to see if anyone was like alive. And the reason why there's air pocket is because I think the boat was upside down.
Oh, okay.
But they knocked on it, and he was knocking like violently to be like, I'm in here, but they didn't hear him. So they went back up, and they're like, we'll just come back tomorrow when we have better gear and stuff, because they're like, no one's in here, so it's not dire.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he was down there for an extra day, and the scuba divers came back down, and it was really, really deep, so they could only be down there for so long. And then, so they go down there to get the bodies, and then all of a sudden one of the divers feels something grab his leg, and it was the cook. The cook grabbed his leg because they weren't going to go into the area he was in because they couldn't really see anything. So he heard them like swimming around. So he left his air pocket, swam until he found one of the scuba divers and grabbed him. And then they went back to the air pocket, and the scuba diver, like they got him out because he was the only person who lived. And he has like terrible PTSD apparently, which I can only imagine because he was underwater for 3 days, no food, like he's just in the dark, can't see anything.
Yeah, that's insane.
I can hold my breath for 2 minutes.
Oh,
probably not right now because I'm tired.
I know.
And Allison McLaren can hold her breath for 5 years. She did it on the bus one time, thought she was gonna die. She started turning blue.
I think it said like 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, she held it for 2.5 minutes.
We can end off with a little
I'll
dream.
just go to the first one in my dream journal. Okay, so I was at a Hannah Montana cooking camp. I thought this one's kind of fitting because I was just talking about the Hannah Montana movie. And I was making chicken tikka masala, but I forgot to and it was like on pasta. I don't really know what chicken tikka masala is, so I'm assuming that there's pasta for some reason. I don't think there's pasta, and I think it's like rice, right? What is chicken tikka masala? Because for some reason, my recipe had pasta in it. I'm 100% positive about that.
Hold on.
So I was cooking chicken tikka masala, but I'm probably not saying that right either, but whatever. But I was cooking it with pasta instead of rice, but I forgot to cook the pasta. So I go into this dressing room, and I'm looking for pasta. And this music producer is being all snooty, and I'm like, and I'm telling him, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just doing the, you know, Hannah Montana cooking camp thing. And he's like, he was being really mean to me. And I was like, okay.
You're like, pass the plate.
So then I remember the dream, the reason why it was a Hannah Montana cooking camp is because the dream shifted to like her on a stage, and she's
like performing while you guys are cooking.
Kind of. It's like this huge amphitheater, and it's got like the T-shaped stage that's like iconic for every pop star. And she was on it wearing this like metal, I described it when I wrote in my dream journal as a metal spaghetti dress. But
like a Lady Gaga moment.
Yeah, but it wasn't like spaghetti. It was like chains, obviously, of like just, it was kind of like a flapper dress. But also
with spaghetti?
Like, but it wasn't spaghetti. It was like metal spaghetti. I don't even.
Metal spaghetti?
Yeah,
so
because
like...
it was a dress, so it's got to be practical.
Oh, definitely. And
it was like hanging down. I don't know. So there was that, and then the same dream. I met Kenan Thompson, and
legend.
The reason why I met him is I think I was talking to this snooty music producer again, and I was doing a Kenan Thompson impression. And I don't even know what that would look like, honestly, but I was doing it in my dream. I can't do it because I can't picture what it would be like. But I was doing my Kenan Thompson impression, and Kenan Thompson just walks up behind me, and I was like, no way, it's Kenan Thompson. So here's some facts, folks. If you impersonate someone in your dream, they'll show up. It's facts. At the end of that dream, I had, you know, when you're doing that one test online where, and then you have a brain break and it's that balloon and you're just like, it's like, breathe in, breathe out.
I ready.
So I was having one of those, but with like a realistic balloon, and it was outside, and the balloon was in the air, and it was a pink balloon, I think, and it was getting big, and then it would explode, but then it would like go back together, and then it would get smaller, and then it'd go out and it'd explode, but then it'd come back together and get smaller.
Part of your
This is part of the same dream.
All right.
And then after that, then I think I went back to the cooking competition, but I don't know how the cooking competition ended, to be honest.
I'm assuming you won.
That's how it should have been if it was my dream, but honestly, knowing me, it probably could have been Bobby Flay could have showed up and just
Rachel Ray
just got me. We worked out very hard today.
Did some sprints, some nice little exercises.
I'm gonna go home and shower. Kayla's gonna go home and probably not shower. I don't think she does that.
Yeah, I haven't showered. Just kidding. I showered this morning.
Gross! I thought about showering this morning, but I didn't because I knew that we were gonna work out, and there's no point in that.
Yeah. No. I just like to look nice for you.
I looked really nice for her the other day when I came out in my monkey shirt and my raccoon slippers.
Oh, yes, definitely.
I just like to dress up, you know? So, I guess we can probably end it off of there.
Thanks for listening. Love you.
Mwah!
Love you.